Hi Aquarius, this is your April 2025 reading and what to expect. You came up as the Seven of Pentacles in reverse in the middle of your spread, and that tells me there could be some financial burdens that you didn't see coming, and you maybe have been not so careful with your funds that it forced you to step it up, forced you to learn that lesson the hard way. And you did because, or you are in April, because the world in reverse tells me that you've accomplished a cycle, right? This was a wake-up call. Like, you've realized a lot of the stress and hard work and emotional, not having compassion and then the moodiness and not feeling productive, and where you invested your time, money, and effort in didn't pay off for you, and it gave you a hard wake-up call. And you're recovering. April feels like you're going to be starting to recover from the way you may have handled money, from the way you viewed money, and what you're doing with it. And like, whatever this is, this was a teacher for you, this experience, and it has a lot to do with business, finances, and how you deal with it. But this was a mentor. This was, this was like you not being able to learn from it in the past, right? You weren't able to master this lesson for a long time. And for some of you, it could have been over 10 years, decades for some of you, where you just refuse to learn. And that is really pushing you out of your comfort zone. And a lot of it is emotional. A lot of it is emotional spending. A lot of it is facing your own demons. A lot of it was, imposing your own tyranny over those that you claim to liberate, right? It's ignoring legitimate constraints. And you freed yourself. Or you're freeing yourself starting in April from those outdated belief systems in and around money, emotions, and negative thought patterns that created this reality for yourself. So your natural confidence is coming back in April, and you're moving forward with enthusiasm as you learn these hard lessons. And it forced you to go within. It forced you to withdraw a little bit and help yourself, and that is beautiful to have the World card there in the middle of your spread. This is the same energy that you were applying in your romantic relationship. There's like this allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions you had. Now you're being more honest and committed to yourself so that you can attract that same energy in a lover, a partner, a business partner, whatever, a friend, a sister community. It doesn't matter what that is, but you attract what you are, and you're starting to balance this. There's your selfless devotion to your commitment to your higher self and dedication to spirit is alive in April, especially around the third week. And around the fourth week, like I said, there's a closing out of a cycle, like moving forward and integrating all of these exaggerated beliefs that you were like, that you are the only means through which a cause could succeed. Like, it's that old, like, imposter syndrome, like, that you are the Messiah or this person's the Messiah. Like, you are realizing and gonna learn how to serve humanity with humility. That sounded very specific, but anytime, where you could have been delaying and in this quest for knowledge and truth, it's putting you back on the spiritual path. And I feel like this is you're stepping into this more quest for exaltation and union with God. And that's beautiful. 414 on the clock, as I said that. So for some of you, the best way that you are going to deal with these obstacles is to open your heart and be true to yourself, right? And overcome them, and know and radiate your authenticity, clearing yourself of righteousness or justness, right? You're starting to project as the Queen of Wands and the World card, this gentle strength, this open heart that's lacking of bitterness and honesty and like your fears of pain and rejection and feeling overly vulnerable or too close, like, you're finding that beautiful balance. And when God strikes lightning, I don't know why I'm hearing that, you can see it either as a blessing or a curse, right? So we can take the power and harness it for something, and see these things as great breakthroughs, right? And we can let that hold us, like, or we can, look at it as like, wow, everything's crumbling in my world, and stay there and, like, or free ourselves. So it's really what you do with that energy, and free yourself from things that no longer are part of your reality. And you don't want to live that old same story with your finances. You don't want to be that discouraged, lost, self-limited, distracted energy. You don't want to embody that anymore. You are looking and letting go. You're tired of feeling oppressed through these old paradigms that really don't serve you, and you are stepping it up. And you have in the past. There could have been a mentor or a person or a friend around you, could have Aries in their chart, that really helped you through these suffering times. And like, it's almost like this person was they're very spiritual, right? They have so much compassion and kindness that, like, drew you to this person. It's almost like you called this person in your life, and they help you to release that judgment on yourself. And you're really, like, starting the second week, you're going to start to really embody a lot of your psychic awareness. You're going to step into your calming, beautiful powers, where you're emotionally stable, you're intuitive, you're caring, and you know exactly what to say and where to go and who needs your support, who to reach out to. Like, that's one of your powers, and I think this is going to bring in more alignment with an offer for some of you. It could be a job, it could be a date, it could be a friend wanting to be there for you, and maybe wanting to express more romantic feelings, or saying how they feel in a very friendly, loving, kind way, and compassionate way, where things weren't balanced before. I feel like this person is starting to realize that, in how they played a role. So I think that cycle coming to an end, and there's going to be someone in your vicinity that's not going to want to let go of you. And just be patient, because there's a lot of passionate energy between you. There's an inspirational new beginning that I sense, and probably this is more towards March with the Ace of Wands energy. It's going to be a lot of new opportunities for growth that this person can help you get on that track, right? With benevolence, in a very and you're going to think about it, be patient. You might get conflicted in the future with the Temperance card there in reverse. Like, you don't want to just jump into hasty decisions. Like, you want to maybe think about this, and maybe, like, making sure that you're not going to self-sacrifice and submit. And you want to make sure you use discernment with this offer, this decision, like, because it's actually your manifestations of your dreams and prayers that you've been asking for is coming. And sometimes that what we want could come quicker, and we could feel unprepared, and we tend to push it away with that energy because of disbelief or denial, or not feeling ready, or because we're stagnating in the past energies, right? So stay open to this, especially in and around money. Like, there's you're going to be asked to look more at that shadow attribute about where you place material considerations and security above self-empowerment, right? That's a big deal as you step up into your spiritual leader role. So you do, the universe has this companion in your life that is very loyal, tenacious, and unselfish, to help you, remind you that humanity still, there's faith in humanity. It's restoring that for you. And there's, wherever there was betrayal in your life, and you were misusing confidences, and you lost who you are, you're this person is helping you open that up, right? This person is there's just so much honesty in this particular friendship for this specific Aquarius that I'm getting, and they respect you so much. They respect that rebel authority in you because they believe that you have and they enjoy and appreciate and admire your effect to create social change in the world, and that you reject spiritual systems that don't serve your inner needs. You're kind of a loner in that sense, right? And they like that about you. So let's pull you an astrology card, Aquarius, for April. I'm just going to take one. You got the moon, okay? With the moon, that's where your subconscious speaks through you, sometimes through dreams, through emotions, right? It's a symbol for spirit. It represents like the deepest external core of who you are, your subconscious mind, as I said. So there's a lot of psychic revelations probably coming up with that full moon in April, and I feel it's gonna encode. It's going to, like, you're gonna absorb everything and all these like psychic hits that you're going to get during this time in and around the full moon. It's going to seem hazy at first, but you're going to feel so strong and deeply connected to these hits that you're going to get, that you're going to stand in your unshakable truth, right? This is like where you see that your soul is boundless and you're learning your language, the moon's language, which is your intuition, and you're honoring that part of you clarified as the Queen of Cups that we tuned into earlier. That's what you're going to be embodying. It's how you are going to finally emotionally respond to life, not just overthinking things, not just losing your cool, not getting over emotional, and what we mentioned earlier, right? It's like there's a balance to it. There's a lot of learning in the moon here, like trusting it, and you're not, you're not going to be. I mean, it could be a little nostalgic, with how you think about the past at this time as well. But I think like a lot of you are going to be doing some body work to help you release and ground the energy into your body, especially as we hit Taurus season later on. I think like there's going to be some you going in to heal a lot. I'm getting father issues, right? Like there's some father issues that could come up. And there's going to be a healer, a light worker, a body worker, a shaman that's going to help you release these things and ground. Like I said, there's you love these things. You love working with energy in the body. I think that's later on. So look out for that reading down the road.